I'm Becca with the Happy Ever Crafter, and today we're going to look at the two big differences between cursive writing and calligraphy. So many people think that because they have bad handwriting or because they never learn cursive, they can't do calligraphy. It's just not true. None of that is true. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you and show you two key differentiators between cursive and calligraphy and why literally anyone can do calligraphy, even if they have horrendous handwriting. I have horrendous handwriting. At the end of the video, I'm also going to show you how you can get access to some sweet freebies so you can start learning too. Let's jump in. When we're talking about cursive versus calligraphy, one of the main differentiators is that you're using different tools. So if we're just doing cursive, you can just use any old regular pen. For this example, I'm going to be using a Tombow twin tone pen. And so it has two ends on it, but either of them are just regular felt tip pens. They're not flexible and they're not brush pens. When it comes to calligraphy, I'm going to be using a brush pen. This one is also Tombow. This is also a dual tip pen, but one end of it is a brush pen. So it's flexible and I'll be able to change the pressures on my up and down strokes to give you that calligraphy look. For these examples, I'm also going to be using a pad of Rhodia grid paper. Rhodia is a really great type of paper that you can use for calligraphy and with your brush pens. It won't wreck your brush pens as quickly as just a regular sort of copy paper would. So first up, let's take a look at cursive. So cursive is really just a script that you learn usually when you're young in school. And all it is teaching you how to write each letter in a cursive style. It's not really broken down into different pieces. It's all just learning the letters and being able to draw them and put them together. So in cursive writing, if I were to write the word mug, for example, it would probably look something like this. Now things get a little bit different when we start talking about calligraphy. Calligraphy is not just learning each letter and memorizing it and knowing how to put them together like it is with cursive. Calligraphy is broken down into a series of basic strokes that when you put them together, they turn into your alphabet. So if I were to demonstrate all of the basic strokes, you would have an upstroke, a downstroke, an overturn, an underturn, a compound curve, an oval, an ascending loop, and a descending loop. Okay, and I have a whole series of these worksheets that show you these basic strokes, which I'll talk to you about at the end. But basically, when you put these together, they make your words. So it's really important to understand these and understand how they turn into calligraphy. So if I were to go back now and write the word mug using these basic strokes, it would look something like this. So you'd have your overturn, which is this stroke here, and then another overturn, again that stroke. Now you're going to have a compound curve, and then you're going to have an underturn, and then another underturn, and then an oval, and then a descending loop, and then an upstroke. And so now you can really see how this looks much more consistent than your cursive. And as you use these basic strokes in every letter of your word, it starts to make your whole alphabet look more consistent. So that's the main difference between cursive and calligraphy. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have a bunch of freebies that you can grab if you want to start learning calligraphy with me. I have a program called Show Me Your Drills, and it's essentially a big old month-long program where you learn all of those basic strokes that we just talked about in the video. So you do them over and over again, you get really good at them, and then you're going to be totally set to start doing your modern calligraphy alphabet. Show Me Your Drills only opens a couple times per year. So if you head to showmeyourdrills.com, I'll put that below, you can get on the list and you'll be notified as soon as the next enrollment opens. It's totally free. I just like to have a committed group of people that do it all together. It's really fun as a community. So you can head there, you can see when the next enrollment period is, and you can get on the list. And in the meantime, you'll get a whole PDF guide to all the different supplies that you'll need to gather before we start. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you liked this video. And if you did, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you next time.